Hey Newlife family, what a weekend. Yet again, I was reminded of the humble and honoring privilege it is to lead and serve our family alongside many other pastors and ministry team. A family that over the weekend demonstrated yet again its ability to be nimble, flexible, and demonstrate wisdom and love for the wider community in this season of uncertainty that we find ourselves in. However, walking ahead, we have some certainty and clarity we can provide for you. August the 30th, this Sunday, we are going to resume physical gatherings at our Gold Coast and Coolangatta locations. On the Gold Coast, we'll be offering an 8 a.m., 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. service with a kids ministry at both 8 and 10 a.m. and at Coolangatta, an 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. service. Now, having said that, our Brisbane location, Newlife Brisbane, will be delaying resuming physical gatherings just for another week so we can ensure and observe the trajectory of the current health status of Brisbane City. Now, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but we've continued to improve our decision-making ability to ensure that we're able to provide you with up-to-date information and wise decisions as we walk ahead. Now, many of you are going to approach this weekend thinking, I would love to still engage with online. This is a pivotal and central way that we are still going to celebrate gathering as a church in this season. So if you aren't able to gather with us physically, we will be offering online services at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., and 4 p.m. this coming Sunday. And we'd encourage with you to engage in that, jump on the chat as a pastor will be hosting those services as well. But we also believe that if you are choosing to engage online with our service, there are ways and habits that you can employ that we want to encourage so you don't just watch our service, but you can engage in community and engage with what God is doing in and through our service as well. So we've got our small groups pastor, Anna Gustin, who's going to come and let you know a couple of things that we'd love to encourage you to think about doing this coming weekend for our online services.
Hey Newlife family, what I've been so encouraged by and love seeing at the moment is how well you invest in community and discipleship. We've seen this week in and week out in how you do small groups so well. But what I want to discuss today is how you can bring that into church online. Perhaps you can invite someone over, maybe it's a neighbor, a friend, or a family member, and you can carve out some intentional time at 8, 10, or 4, where you can really lean into the service, where it can be more than just watching a screen, but you can get rid of all other distractions. You can have your tea made, your coffee made, your breakfast made, all before the service, and then you can really invest and watch closely what's happening on that screen. There's even a chat that perhaps you haven't used before, but that's a way that you can engage and continue to be part of the content that's coming through the screen. What is awesome as well that we've seen some of you as small groups already doing is actually discussing it as a small group after the service. So don't just see that blank screen come up after church online, but then discuss what you've just heard. Say what your favorite part was or what really challenged you. Perhaps you can even commit to something that you want to put into practice for that next week. But we would just encourage you, don't just be a spectator, don't just watch a screen, but really invest your time well and lean in passionately to what is being communicated to you, shared with you, worshipped with you on that screen. So we'll see you online and we're excited to be a part of that with you.
Thanks so much for the way that you have loved, the way that you've gathered, the way you've continued to pray in this season, Newlife family. We are so expectant and excited for all that God has in store. We look forward to seeing you online in one of our services or in a small group in the coming weeks.